Are we live? Hold up. Wait a second. Are we live? Wait. Are we live right now? Is the Ahsoka show in a week? Holy crap. What's up, guys? It's Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars. Ahsoka's in a week. Ahsoka's in 1 week. That's insane. That is insane. 1 week from today, we will be doing our prediction stream, final prediction stream for the Ahsoka show. Let that sink in. That's kind of insane. So, yeah. We got a lot of stuff to go over. Oh my God, what about that Anakin trailer for the Ahsoka show? We got to talk about that for sure. We got to talk about a bunch of different stuff today. It's going to be a crazy, awesome stream. So smash a freaking like on this video and let's dive into all of this. How about the fact that they're promoting this show like it's a freaking movie? We're getting a trailer a day. At this point, we're getting a trailer a day. Like, not even joking, we're getting one trailer every single day. Let's see if this is what I wanted it to be. Nope, it's not. Okay. That's okay. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's okay, fine. Okay, I was going to try and do a countdown thing, but we'll save it. We'll save it. We'll save it for next stream. We'll save it until next stream. Derpy Entertainment says, maybe I don't want to like it. You can't force me to like it. You will like the video. And hit subscribe. And actually, while you're at it, become a member of the channel. Join the people who love Star Wars. There you go, Derpy. Now you have to do it. Darth Drew says, we've received 2 trailers today. Like, what? I know. It's literally like we're getting multiple trailers every single day. Derpy Entertainment says he will like the video. There you go. And become a member. Don't forget the second part. All right. Let's, first of all, let's just start up a fun little poll here because I know the answer already. I know the answer. I just want to hear it. I just want to hear the answer. I want to get excited. I want to get excited. Are you ready? Yes or no? Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right. The hype is getting real. It's become real. There's like 7-ish days until the Ahsoka show, and the hype is now real. Like it's actually real. So let's start off with the Anakin trailer, and let's just get hyped up. Let's just get hyped. Let's just get hyped. Why not? Let's just get hyped. Let's just take a brief look at this real quick too. Why not? And while I do this, how are you guys doing today? How are you doing today? Whoops, what the heck? Oh, there we go. What? Honey Badger says the hype is realer than ever. Dominic, what's up, Dominic? You made it. How are you doing? All right, let's look at this. Boop, right there. Boom, there. This is Star Wars, official Star Wars YouTube channel. There you go. 4.03 million subscribers. Pfft, that's nothing. We're at 2,000, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this. 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago. That's literally almost a trailer every freaking day for the last couple days. But this is the one we all want to see. This is the one with Anakin. I didn't like the video. What kind of fan am I? What kind of fan am I? All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it so we can get ridiculously hyped, okay? Is the volume on? Okay, we're good.
The Order knew Anakin Skywalker. Few would live to see what he became.
Before the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him and the Jedi.
In this war, you will face more than just droids.
That's him.
As
That's
your
the chosen
master,
one.
It's my responsibility to prepare you. I won't always be there to look out for you.
I could use the help. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Don't be afraid. And trust your instincts. I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
Yeah. Yeah. It's real. Anakin Skywalker confirmed. New lines by Hayden Christensen. All right, now let's watch it back and let's kind of dissect this thing a little bit here. Hey, calm down. let's dissect this thing a little bit here. But can I get some hype in the chat, please? Can I get some hype in the chat, please? Chills. There are so many chills. I know, literally. This is the coolest trailer I've literally ever seen for anything. I remember the Avengers Endgame trailer, the Avengers Infinity War trailers are probably up there for two of the most hyped trailers I've ever seen. Even the Force Awakens trailer back in 2014. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. Like, even that trailer for Force Awakens was extremely hyped. You saw Han Solo and he said like all of it's real. There were some pretty hyped trailers throughout the years of my being alive. And this one tops it so bad. Like, this is beyond better than all those trailers. Like, this is the trailer of all trailers. It broke the internet on like Saturday night, I think it was. Was it Saturday night when it came out? Saturday night? Broke the internet. Absolutely broke the internet. It was the middle of the night. We didn't know if it was real or not. It got leaked out by some guy online. It was a video of the trailer. And we pretty much all just lost our minds for a few hours. Like, is this real? What's going on? And then at about like 2 in the morning, maybe 3 in the morning, at least my time, 3 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, Disney realized that this trailer was breaking the internet, so they released the actual trailer, and that's what we just watched. And since then, Ahsoka has been trending on Twitter, and Anakin too, pretty much since then, for about 3 straight days. It's been trending. So the hype is real, and if it wasn't before Saturday, it really is real now, and it's kind of insane. Think about it. All right, let's put it this way. If Anakin Skywalker is in the trailer, well, obviously not him physically, but you can hear his voice and its new lines, it's confirmed. Hayden Christensen is in the trailer. If Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker is in the trailer, what are they hiding? Like, what is not in this trailer? Like, what? Are we frozen? Oh, okay. There we go. I thought we were frozen for a second. Are we good? We're good, right? Somebody tell me we're good in the chat, please. Are we good? We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So, I don't know. I really don't know. If this is what we get in the trailers, what the hell's in this show? I don't understand. We're good? Okay, thanks. I thought we were frozen for a second there. We good? Okay. Let me scroll up and and see what you guys are saying in this, because we're going crazy. We are going crazy today. Honey Badger says happy National Snips Day. Yeah, so 15 years ago today, the character of Ahsoka Tano was born. So it's the 15th anniversary of the Clone Wars, and that's it. This is it. 15 years today, Ahsoka was created, and then a week from today, 15 years later, she gets her own first live-action show ever. It's kind of crazy. Dominic says, hey, my guy, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great, Dominic. It's great to have you here. Derpy Entertainment says, I'm ready for the fandom to be mixed again, because this is Disney's last chance for most original fans. Well, it's always Disney's last chance, if we're being real. Everybody says it's Disney's last chance every single freaking time. It's Disney's last chance. It's Disney's last chance. I feel like these viewers are lying to me. Are you guys still here? Like, my numbers are saying there's only one person here. Are you guys here? Can I see you guys in the chat? Somebody say something. Say something. Smash a like on the video. Somebody show me some signs of life. See, you guys are commenting, but you see you guys. Yeah, you're here. What the hell's going on? Why is YouTube lying to me? Okay, whatever. Darth Drew says, when I heard the new Anakin's lines, blue milk was definitely everywhere. Darth Drew, I don't want to know where that blue milk was coming from, but great. Absolutely fantastic. Dominic says, Anakin always gives good advice. That's true, but we're going to rewatch this trailer because there is more to get into other than that. So you guys are still here. Yeah, exactly. You're here. Good. All right. Derpy Entertainment says, you know, if this show is like Kenobi, Mando Season 3, or Boba from writing and laziness bait and switch stuff, it will be boycotted for the mixed reactions. This show has to unite the fans again. This show has to unite the fans again. I expect Acolyte to be a failure at the level of Rings of Power. Okay, Derpy, I'm going to need you to, take this negativity and just throw it away. This is a hype stream. This is Ahsoka's in 1 week. Don't care about Acolyte. We're forgetting completely about Leslie Headland for the next 7 weeks because Ahsoka is the real deal and Dave Filoni is the GOAT. And it will deliver. I think this is something completely different. I have never been more excited for a show. I was talking about this on Saturday. I've never been more excited for a show. And that's kind of strange. Like The Mandalorian Season 2. Coming off The Mandalorian Season 1, I was like, holy crap, this is going to be awesome. Season 2 was fan-freaking-tastic. I was excited for the Book of Boba Fett. I was excited for Mando Season 3. I've been excited for things, but I've never been this hyped up for a show in my life. And it seems like the fandom is kind of in a similar space. You know? They kind of feel the same way. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you guys more excited for the Ahsoka show than you have been for any Star Wars Disney Plus show or even Marvel Disney Plus show or any show ever? Like, is this the show? Is this the show? Austin says, Ahsoka is the best. You're not wrong. Derpy Entertainment says, I'll watch it because I love Star Wars, but it's going to be boycotted. I just completely disagree with you. Yeah. The fans that know what happens. Well, we kind of know what happens, but yeah. Honey Badger says, they're hiding Obi-Wan and Rex and Padme and Zeb and Jason Syndulla. We're getting everything. That's true. Let's be honest. The trailers do show us a lot, but they haven't shown us Ezra. They haven't shown us if Obi-Wan or Rex or Padme are in there. They haven't shown us them. Jason Syndulla, we saw the back of his head for a split second. We haven't seen Zeb. We haven't seen The New Beyond. We haven't seen The World Between Worlds. There's still a whole lot of stuff that we have yet to see. And all these trailers might just be from the first couple freaking episodes. It's insane. It's insane. Finn says, as soon as I heard Anakin's voice, I got literal goosebumps. Yeah, me too. Me too. It was insane. So I always forget to say this in the live streams now. It's just been something that I forget to do every single time. But if you guys want to join a Discord where we got a bunch of nerdy Star Wars fans talking about nerdy Star Wars stuff all the time. There is a link in the description below to a Discord called The People Who Love Star Wars. It is a public Discord. You don't have to pay or join or do anything. You just have to join the Discord. It's free. It's public. And we just talk Star Wars all the time. The only reason I mention that is because on Saturday night, when this trailer got leaked out, we were losing our shit. At like 1 a.m, we were going crazy. Is this real? What's going on? Like that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to join that, go ahead. And if you want to become a member to support the channel, do it, because we're going to be doing the first ever giveaway next Tuesday. I'm gonna mention this twice in the stream, so this will be the first time. We're doing a giveaway next Tuesday for the Ahsoka show. If you're a member, you automatically get put into that giveaway. And as of right now, we have one member, and his name is your pal Joe, and he's the GOAT. And if nobody else joins, he's going to win this shit. So come steal it from your pal Joe. First on the docket is a Ahsoka pop figure. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And the other thing, there's actually 3 things, but I'm going to keep the third thing a secret for a long, long time until the actual giveaway. But this is the second thing. Ba-ba. It's the Imperial March on a shirt with Vader and some stormtroopers. It's a pretty swagalicious shirt. So these things, if you become a member, you get immediately a chance to win those awesome, cool, fun stuff. And we do fun giveaways like that, or we're going to start to do them because we just have the ability to do that. We are going to do giveaways at least once a month or multiple times a month if there are shows like the Ahsoka show. So we're going to do Ahsoka merch drops a lot, or not merch drops, but Ahsoka giveaways a lot as the Ahsoka show comes out. So become a member today. And you get other cool, fun stuff, like we'll be doing membership live streams, so members only live streams. At some point, there'll be a members Discord only. There's only one member, so yeah. That's my spiel. I'll do it again later on in the stream when there's some more people here, but that's my spiel. That's my spiel. All right, where was I? Finn says, would the giveaway be US only? Cries in UK. No, it is worldwide. 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 But you got to become a member. Honey Badger says, I need it. Well, then you got to become a member. It's so tempting. All right. Where was I? Austin says, have you seen the run times? Yes, I have seen the run times. So for the first 2 episodes, we got an hour and about 36 minutes, something like that. But I have heard some rumors about the 3rd episode being very short, and people are very upset with that. But we'll see where that goes. We'll see where it goes. Yeah. Honey Badger says, yes, but hashtag Din is still that guy. We'll see. Dominic says, I've been hyped for this show since Rebels finale. That's true. I mean, Rebels finale was, 5 years ago? This story has been 5 years in the making. It's kind of insane. Finn says, man, I would love Padme to be in it, but I really doubt she will be. Just don't see how it could work or make sense. Well, it wouldn't be a big scene at all. The theory is, and I made a full-on video on this a few months ago, I think even, was if they're going to Mustafar, if they're going to this rematch with, instead of Obi-Wan versus Anakin, it's Ahsoka versus Anakin, wouldn't Padme still be there on Mustafar? So it would be a small scene, but it would be via the World Between Worlds, and Padme would be there. No? Wouldn't that make sense? Wouldn't that make dollar bills? Honey Badger says, I bet everything we've seen or heard is in the first 2 episodes. Think about that, though. Think about what you just said. Think about what I just said. I bet everything we've seen or heard is in the first 2 episodes. If that is the case, if all these trailers and TV spots and all this advertisement for this show is in the first 2 episodes, what? How? How is that even possible? It makes no sense. It would be mind-boggling to me if that is the case. It would be insane. Anthony says, Mike, yes, I am ready. And yes, and others have said it, we will see a lot more than what we've seen in these trailers and TV spots. My hype level is cresting. In Dave we trust. In Dave we always trust. Indeed. Finn says, I just pray that there are no stupid filler episodes. I think there's no room for filler episodes in this show. I don't see a possibility of there being a filler episode. I would be, quite frankly, extremely surprised if there was any filler episodes. It wouldn't make any sense to me. It wouldn't. Honey Badger says Padme would be on Mustafar. Ahsoka would take Obi-Wan's place, and it would be a brief scene in the reshoots from episode 3. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's rewatch that trailer and let's break it down because this is absolutely insane. Let's put some closed captioning on here too. Let's do it.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker.
So this is the weirdest thing too, is Baylan knows Anakin. Now, of course, he says everybody in the Order knew Anakin, but he seems to know him on a personal level, seeing how he knows who he is after. But that is also because he's a dark side user, but that's another thing.
You would live to see what he became.
Before the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him and the Jedi.
By the way, I'm rewatching the end of Clone Wars, or just like the part where Ahsoka leaves the Order. Whew, it's gotta be so good.
In this war, you will face more than just droids.
So this is obviously a flashback or a memory from Ahsoka, because Anakin says, in this war, you will face more than just droids. Now, he's, of course, speaking of the Clone Wars and the droids, the B1s, the B2s, all the droids that they're fighting against. So it's a flashback. Does that mean we could see Anakin in his iconic Clone Wars outfit? Possibly. But this is clearly a flashback or a memory. Now, what if this show opens with this scene? What if this show opens with Anakin training a younger Ahsoka? And what if, hear me out, what if that Ahsoka, younger version of Ahsoka, is voiced by Ashley Eckstein? Ashley Eckstein is the one who voiced Ahsoka in all 7 seasons of the Clone Wars, in Tales of the Jedi, in Rebels. She has been the voice of Ahsoka forever. I think it would be a good thing for her to get that experience.
As your master, it's my responsibility.
He says, as your master, it's my responsibility to prepare you. So I feel like this training scene is going to be early on in the show when Ahsoka realizes that there's a threat. Maybe it's first scene, maybe not.
Prepare you.
This is a little strange too, this scene when he says that. Ahsoka's fighting this droid. And then like this Inquisitor guy helps her fight the droid. Just watch.
Master, it's my responsibility to prepare you.
Now maybe it's not on purpose, but he does chop the head off of this droid.
I won't always be there to look out for you.
I could use the help. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Don't be afraid. And trust your instincts.
And the music just gets you so hyped. It's the Force theme and it's so cool. But look at this Purgle. You got one over there. You got one right here and you're up close and personal with his face. Like these things are ginormous, but there's a lot of them here. It's very interesting.
I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
And one other thing was people noticed that Hayden is really trying to do his best Matt Lanter impression. Now, of course, Matt Lanter is the voice of Anakin in the Clone Wars. But his voice sounds a little bit different than Anakin's, and it has a different spin on Anakin's voice. Now, it seems like Hayden Christensen, since he's doing a flashback scene from Clone Wars Anakin, is trying to kind of combine the two voices, have an in-between of the Clone Wars Anakin and the live-action Anakin, and it's definitely a different sound. Just listen.
You'll face more than just droids. As your master, it's my responsibility to prepare you. I won't always be there to look out for you.
I could use the help. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Don't be.
It's hard to explain, but you can tell. You can tell. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear the kind of Matt Lanter in Hayden's voice? It's kind of the same way that Obi-Wan or Ewan McGregor tried to do an in-between of his Obi-Wan from the prequels and Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan in the original trilogy in the Kenobi show. Very similar to that, I'm sure we're going to see Hayden do something similar. It's kind of cool. It's actually very, very cool, and it's a cool little detail by Dave Filoni. Very, very cool. But what do you guys think? What do we think of that trailer? What do we think? Holy crap, you guys are typing so much. All right, I'm gonna catch up. Here we go. Dominic says only filler episodes you may see will be flashbacks. I don't think a whole episode will be flashbacks. I think we will see multiple flashbacks, or like a big flashback scene and then the world between worlds. Finn says, I just highly doubt Disney wants to pay Natalie Portman a small fortune just for a screen they could just take from Revenge of the Sith. That's true. They would have to pay her a pretty good amount, but maybe Natalie Portman just wants to do it out of the kindness of her heart. Salty Texas Ranger, what's up, Salty? Says, that worries me because we could get The Mandalorian Season 2 levels of greatness in the first 2 episodes and then The Mandalorian Season 3 for the rest of the episodes. Well, to that I say Dave Filoni. Enough said. Derpy Entertainment says, I'm like, no Jedi. I accept it from Filoni. I don't get it, Derpy. Do you not like Jedi? Oh, I am no Jedi. Oh, I get you. I get you. Honey Badger says, so if we get Clone Wars Anakin, could we see a young actress play a younger Ahsoka? Well, there was rumors about that. I forget what the actress's name is now, but I do believe it is confirmed that there will be a younger actress playing Ahsoka at some points in this show. I don't remember the name of the actress, but I remember she was from Game of Thrones. Let me try and look it up real quick. Game of Thrones actress in Ahsoka. No. Anybody help me out? Somebody help me out in the chat. I know there is a younger actress who has been cast as young Ahsoka, but I feel like they should make her voice Ashley Eckstein's. Doesn't have to be Ashley Eckstein as the younger version of Ahsoka, but just the voice, you know? Yeah. Anthony says, I'm still hoping for new scenes / flashbacks of Padme, Jar Jar, and Queen Apellana. Is that how you say it? Apellana? Of Naboo, secretly disguising and saving and protecting the renegade Jedi prior to her trip to Mustafar. I seriously doubt that. I don't think Padme had much time to do that. But maybe Jar Jar, maybe. Dominic says, Anakin was very popular during the Clone Wars. He was mainly on the front lines and had a lot of success. He is also the one who ended the war by killing Dooku. That's true, so everybody knows him. But it seems like Baylan kind of knows him on a personal level, Dominic. I feel like Baylan, because he says, Anakin spoke highly of you, straight to Ahsoka's face, meaning that he had a conversation about Ahsoka with Anakin. So they seem to be a little bit closer than people think. Derpy Entertainment says, I expect recap of the character. That's a good question. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi show starts off with a recap of the prequel trilogy. Do you think they'll recap Ahsoka's character at the beginning of the show? I don't think so. For a few reasons. One, all the kind of like advertisements and on TikTok and Instagram, all these shorts and reels, they're all about learning about Ahsoka. Like learning about the past of Ahsoka, learning who Ahsoka is, all that stuff. So I feel like they're not going to do that. And especially Dave Filoni, I think he's going to want to just explain through the show itself than just give you like a recap. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there'll be a recap at the beginning of the show? I find that hard to believe. Oh, what the hell? I just lost my spot. Damn it. Oh, Anthony says, with those moments being depicted in Mando Season 4. What moments? What? You lost me there. I don't know what you're talking about. Salty Texas Ranger says, and we finally will find out Anakin cheated on Padme with a... Whoa! Nope. Austin says the Purgle. Yeah, the Purgle are going to be very, very interesting. I don't know how, like, they look amazing in these trailers, but they're giant space whales with, like, octopus legs that travel through hyperspace. It kind of seems like a silly thing, but they're very important to the story. It'll be cool. Dominic says, the Inquisitor seems like he will be very skilled, maybe on par with the Grand Inquisitor. I hope it's Barriss Offrey. At this point, I hope it's Barriss very badly. I said I'm watching the end of Season 5 of Clone Wars, so that makes me really want it to be Barriss even more. I don't know. We'll see. Finn says, ILM always makes fire visual effects, unlike other studios. That's very true. ILM has always been at the top of the game when it comes to special effects. Star Wars Politics, what's up? Star Wars Politics says, I feel like that's just his voice, though. It is Hayden's voice, but like when you go back and watch the prequel trilogy, it's different. It's just slightly different. Of course, it's the same. It's still Anakin. It's still Hayden. But it's slightly different, more geared towards Matt Lanter's voice. And I think Dave Filoni did that on purpose. Salty Texas Ranger says, it just sounds like he's older to me. Well, he is older. But, yeah, I wonder how they're going to do the de-aging with Hayden. Because a lot of people complained about the de-aging in Kenobi. The flashback scenes with Hayden, a lot of people complained about those. Now, it'll be interesting to see because we've never seen Clone Wars Anakin in live action. And the Anakin we saw in Kenobi was supposed to be younger than the Clone Wars. He was supposed to be before Attack of the Clones. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It shall be interesting. Anthony says, and with his older voice, it sounds like closer to Matt Lanter, who sounded more mature even in 2007. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Matt Lanter did sound a little older. Star Wars Politics says, the actress from House of the Dragon. Oh, she's from House of the Dragon, not Game of Thrones. Isn't that like the same thing, though? It's just a prequel. House of the Dragon actress in Ahsoka. No, still doesn't come up. I feel like they're hiding it now. Oh, wait. Savannah Stein. Stein? Wait, what? This girl. Hang on. Savannah. There we go, found her. Okay, so this is supposed to be your young Ahsoka. Wait. Here we go. As Ahsoka. And she looks like young Ahsoka, let's be honest. She literally fits the part. So, wait, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. That's a terrible picture, but whatever. It works, okay? Here we go. Boom, got it. There it is. There it is. So this is going to be your young Ahsoka, supposedly, in the flashback scenes or in the World Between Worlds. Whatever it is, there will be a younger actress playing Ahsoka, and this is supposed to be her. We'll see. We will see if this is true, but that's what the reports say. Holy crap. Okay, where was I? Honey Badger says, so, big question. With the flashbacks of Anakin, do you think they will de-age him a bit or just roll with how he looks? Because he looks funky to me in Obi-Wan, despite being hyped to see him. He'll definitely be de-aged. Hayden is like 45 now. Like he's a lot older. And this is an Anakin that's supposed to be a lot younger, like 20. So he must be de-aged. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has to be de-aged. For sure. Honey Badger says, I know he's older in real life, but he looks like a 30-year-old Padawan. He does look young in real life. He does look great, but I still think they'll de-age him. They'll definitely de-age him. For sure. Salty Texas Ranger says, I just want more Ahmed Best Jedi scenes. I doubt you'll see that in this show. I seriously doubt you'll see that in this show. Maybe in some other show, like, I don't even know. When would they bring back Keller and Beck? Like, I don't know. Maybe never. Finn says, do you think Anakin's Force Ghost will be wearing his robes from Revenge of the Sith or the robes his ghost had in Return of the Jedi? I would say the ones in Return of the Jedi, just because that would make the most sense, right? All right, here's the question for you. Do they de-age Hayden when he's a Force Ghost? There's a lot of questions when it comes to Force Ghosts because they aren't technically supposed to age. That's why Hayden Christensen was replaced, what the hell's his name? Who's the original guy who played Anakin as the Force Ghost? Completely blanking on his name. But he replaced him, or George Lucas replaced him with Hayden because he reverts back to the last time he was with the light side of the Force. At least that's the explanation, you know? Yeah. Dominic says, Baylan sounds like he will be very powerful and a very powerful and skilled warrior. And honestly can't wait to see his relationship with Anakin, since they do seem like they would be around the same age if Anakin lived. That's true. That's a good point. That is a good point. They would probably be around the same age. I wonder if we'll see any of Baylan in the flashback scenes, or if it'll just be like an explanation thing. I don't know. We shall see. Raheem's World, what's up? Raheem says, remember when I told you the flashbacks would be explosive? You guys aren't prepared. Raheem, I certainly hope you're right. Finn says, I finally got my official invite today to an advanced press screening for the first 2 episodes. That's insane, Finn. What day is that again? Isn't it like a few days early or something? Or the 18th? Is that this Friday or something like that? Yeah, so Finn, if you guys weren't here on Saturday, has a pass to the first 2 episodes, an advanced screening. He sees it days in advance. He won't be spoiling it for us, but he will be giving us his review, or not like his rating of the episodes. Yeah. Dominic says, the name of this Inquisitor is Morok. In folklore, Morok was a knight who became a wolf. Many are speculating that it would be Ezra. Not sure how that would work, honestly. Yeah, I don't see it being Ezra. I would honestly be very surprised if it was Ezra. But yeah, the whole Morok thing, I think, is just to give the character a name for advertising and for the toys, like Legos and stuff. I think it's a character we know. I think it's a character that we've seen before. Quite frankly, I think it's Barriss Offee, but I don't know. We'll see. Star Wars Politics says, that's it, Savannah. Yeah, it is. So I'm hoping that, yeah, she does look perfect. Yeah, she does look like a younger version of Rosario. Yeah, she's going to fit the part very well. Darth Drew says, are we getting Clone Wars flashbacks in the World Between Worlds and World Between Worlds Mustafar Anakin? Yes. Yes. As far as we know, yes. I think we're going to get both. I think we're getting flashbacks of Clone Wars Anakin and Ahsoka training together. And we're also going to get World Between Worlds, Mustafar versus Anakin versus Ahsoka on Mustafar. Yes. Dominic says the Inquisitor being Barriss does make sense for the story, but as a lover of the Inquisitors and these organizations, I would not mind it being a completely new character. I guess, but there's already so many new characters, especially villains in this show. Balin, Shin, Enoch, like all these brand new characters that we don't know who they are. I just want this Inquisitor, this one Inquisitor that's been in freaking every trailer ever. It wasn't even in the leaks. All right, so there's a bunch of characters in the leaks. Balin was in the leaks. Shin was in the leaks from like day one. We knew all these Rebels characters would be back. We knew a lot about the story since like 8 months ago. This Morok Inquisitor character wasn't in any of them. And until the first trailer dropped, when we saw this Inquisitor, people were like, wait, is that the 8th brother? Wait, is this possibly Ezra? Wait, is this possibly Barriss? And the speculation has gone wild, and the Inquisitor has been in almost every single trailer since. And we still don't know who this guy is, or maybe girl, or maybe new character. We don't know. It could be a freaking droid for all we know, but we don't know. And it's really pissing me off, and I really want to know, and I can't wait for this show, and I didn't mean to rhyme, but it's not really a crime. I feel like if I really planned it out, I could do a whole live stream just rhyming. Imagine. Darth Drew says, Dominic, I think it does make sense that Barriss will be that Inquisitor because of the Clone Wars Ahsoka arc. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. It makes perfect sense. Finn says, the Inquisitor is stinky. Someone from Ahsoka's past, it's Stinky. Yeah, it's Jabba's son, Stinky. I'm so sorry, I forgot. It is Stinky. I forgot. Austin says, dude, stop rhyming. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sebastian Saw. Thank you, guys. I'm just seeing that. Shaw. I just saw that now, but yeah. Dominic says, some say it may be the 8th brother. Yeah, so that was the original thought. But he was too weak, in my opinion, and even be considered a good rival to duel Ahsoka. I completely agree. The 8th brother would be a letdown. I don't think it's the 8th brother. And I made a video about who this Inquisitor could be a long time ago. A long time ago, I mean like a few weeks ago, but it seems like a long time ago. And my argument for the 8th brother was he dies. Like he falls from such a height, like he tries to helicopter away in Rebels and then he just falls. Like he plummets very, very far. And people in the comments were like, oh, but people have survived that fall before. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You're wrong. That could really come back to bite me. What if it is the 8th brother? You're wrong. It's not the 8th brother because he definitely died in that moment. But it does have an eerie resemblance to the 8th brother. So we'll see. Austin says, Ahsoka did not make a cameo in Attack of the Clones because the Togruta was red. What? Ahsoka wasn't created in Attack of the Clones. Oh, you mean the other one of her species in Attack of the Clones? That's a different Jedi Master entirely. But yeah. Finn says, it's on the 20th? Oh, it's on the 20th. You're screening. That's awesome. So he gets it 3 days early. We're just going to get a lot of Anakin. Well, we just gotta be getting a lot of Anakin. Yeah, I agree. Darth Drew says, with all the spoilers coming out saying that the dark side wins in the season finale, do we think anyone dies? That's a good question. That's a great question. Do I think anybody dies? Yes. Who do I think dies? Captain Rex. So here's my thing. I think Captain Rex is in this show, and I think he might be a pretty big role in this show, but he's not in the first 2 episodes. Or maybe he's in the second episode, but like at the end. I think Captain Rex is in this show, and I think he could play a big role in this show, and I think he will eventually die in this show. It makes sense that Captain Rex is in the show. It makes sense that because of his connection to Ahsoka, of course, it makes sense that he would die in this show because he'd be so old by now with the accelerated aging and being a clone and all that stuff. And it would make Thrawn such a badass and a feared person if he killed Captain Rex, literally the most beloved clone there is by the fandom. If Thrawn killed him, like there would be people wanting Thrawn's head in the fandom. Like, that's how beloved Captain Rex is. Yeah. There's no leaks or rumors about that being true, like Rex being in the show or actually, I think there are some rumors about him being in the show, but there are no leaks or rumors about him dying or being killed by Thrawn or any of that. But I think it's possible. And that's probably my biggest, like, I think that's real type thing. Yeah. Yeah. Austin Snow says, I think Rex made a cameo in Return of the Jedi. So, yeah. So, what Austin's talking about here, Captain Rex in Return of the Jedi. So, Captain Rex is technically in Return of the Jedi, but obviously it's not Captain Rex because Captain Rex wasn't created yet. But here is kind of what happened. This guy from Return of the Jedi. Why is that such a bad grainy photo? Whatever. You guys get what I'm talking about. This guy is supposed to technically be Captain Rex. Now, I don't know if this is confirmed to be canon or anything like that, but as far as I see it, it's not Captain Rex. I mean, it could be Captain Rex, but I just seriously doubt it. Of course, it's not Tamara Morrison, as you can clearly tell. But I is that like a canon thing? Can somebody fact check me on that? I'm pretty sure it's not. So you can believe it if you want, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Where was I? Dominic says, Morgan Elsbeth being a Night Sister is needed. Oh my God. Night Sisters are going to be so cool. The fact of the matter is, Night Sisters originate from the New Beyond. Simple. That's it. And they're going to be a big part of this show. Darth Drew says, also, with the Dark Jedi girl in the trailer, Shin, does she turn to the light by the end of the season and Sabine turn to the dark? No, I don't think so. Non-Star Wars question, are you a football fan? Are we getting Ahsoka and college and NFL all within the next few weeks, and my brain cannot handle this excitement? I'm a pretty big football fan. I'm more of a basketball fan myself, but I do like to watch Sunday football, so yeah. Yeah. Finn says, Barriss could have stolen the 8th brother's armor after he died. That would be crazy. Honey Badger says, could the 8th brother have used the Force to break his fall? Kylo fell in episode 9 and survived, so what if the 8th brother broke his fall? So obviously a Force user could survive that fall. It wasn't like that far. It was very, very high. It was above the top of the pyramid, and he fell all the way to the floor. So it was very, very high, but in theory, he could have survived. In theory. I just hope it's somebody bigger than that. Salty Texas Ranger says, no, he's referring to the little Togruta girl from Attack of the Clones. Is there a little Togruta girl in Attack of the Clones? Dang, R.I.P. Captain Rex. Not confirmed, but yeah. Honey Badger says, if Rex comes in and he has to die, it would be a hard hit for Ahsoka to lose him and possibly see her tap into the dark side out of blind rage, and Sabine has to talk Ahsoka down. That would be kind of cool because Ahsoka is like a gray Jedi. She's in between, you know? That'd be cool. Darth Drew says, do we think Jason, Syndulla, Sabine, and Ezra or any other young Jedi will be explored post episode 9? Well, Grogu. Grogu is definitely going to be a main character of Star Wars moving past the sequel trilogy for years and years and years. But I do hope those characters are involved too. Sabine, Ezra, Jason, yeah. Salty Texas Ranger says, maybe Ahsoka and Hera will have a fling on the Ghost. Ooh. Probably not. Dominic says, Rex dying makes sense. I honestly don't want anyone else from the main Ghost team to die. Since Rebels was the start of my Star Wars journey, after season 1, I binged every movie and series in canon. That's very cool. You rarely see that, actually, Dominic. That's very cool. Your introduction to Star Wars was Rebels. That's awesome. Darth Drew says, also, missed your comment the other day. Skeleton Crew is indeed delayed. Are we not getting it until 2024? It's not technically delayed yet, but it could be. Here's the thing. It's not on Disney's release schedule. Now, that could change. However, I think they want actors to be able to promote the show. It's a show like The Mandalorian Season 1, where nobody knows anything about it, and only hardcore Star Wars fans are going to watch it unless the normie fans see something hype going on in the show. So Jude Law is, of course, going to be the main character, or the main Jedi character in that show. And having a big actor like Jude Law going out and doing press for the show, explaining what the show is, having his face going around talking about the show is a big deal. So not having him being able to do that because of the actors' strike could cause the show to be delayed. But as of right now, I don't think it will be delayed. I think these strikes will be over, hopefully, before Halloween. Now, I know that's still like 2.5 months away, but I still hope it's done before then. Yeah. All right. Let's get into these other trailers that there are. I know I'm trying to catch up on your chats as quickly as I can, but let's get into these other trailers because they are very good as well. So let's watch these two. All right. Whoa. Ow. I just hit my hand on my microphone. That hurt. Okay. This one is Dave Filoni talking all about Ahsoka, and this is a little bit longer. We're not going to watch the entire thing, but it is 7.5 minutes. Here we go.
Always two there are. No more. No less. A master and an apprentice.
Star Wars always
While we watch this, put your favorite master and apprentice in the chat. Who's your favorite master and apprentice?
has these great master-apprentice relationships.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
You see that handing down of mastery, the teaching, the development.
By the way, we're going to watch another video shortly after this of Rosario just saying how much she loves being Ahsoka, and it's awesome.
Developing, the growing.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Kanan and Ezra, that's a good one.
The idea of apprenticeship. The need for those two groups to come together in order to pass down the knowledge and to help save the world.
What's cool is that Jon Favreau is talking on this. Now, we're going to see a lot of people talking on this, like Kathleen Kennedy. But we see a bunch of people, Dave Filoni already, Rosario Dawson already. You see a bunch of people talking on this. But the best part is it says executive producer. Oh, my head's in the way, actually. But it says Jon Favreau, executive producer. So that means he actually was a producer on the show. People were worried about that. He's not directing any of the episodes. He's not credited on writing on any of the episodes. But he is credited as an executive producer. So that's a big deal. Jon Favreau is still hanging around working on the Ahsoka show.
World. In the case of Star Wars.
When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth.
Those life lessons are what make these characters some of the most iconic characters worldwide.
The war is just beginning, and I will not be the last Jedi.
Little Last Jedi quote right there. Yeah. Grogu is the GOAT.
All of that wisdom gets passed down.
This is another executive producer, Carrie Beck. Don't really know much about her, but they just threw her in here.
Over those generations. We have Qui-Gon Jinn, who's the master of Obi-Wan, who's the master of Anakin Skywalker. And by being trained by Anakin, Ahsoka was part of that legacy as well.
So this just goes into, of course, the introduction of Ahsoka. Now, we're not going to watch this entire video. We're going to skip around. But this talks about, Jon Favreau talks about when Dave Filoni created the character of Ahsoka with George Lucas and stuff like that. So we'll skip over this just because we know what that is. And then it goes into Dave's journey. And we'll watch a short clip on that in a different spot here. But let's skip forward to the goods. Here we go.
Where is your master?
George visited the set when we were filming the lightsaber fight in the Japanese garden.
Yeah, George Lucas, George Lucas.
Dave stepping up to this role. And so George would turn to Kathy and myself and be proud of Dave. He was Dave's teacher, and Dave was his apprentice.
So right there, I asked you guys what your favorite Master and Apprentice are. Mine, without a doubt, is George Lucas and Dave Filoni. It was a trick question. I got you all. It was a trick question.
Moments when I just stare at her and I'm just like, wow, she just looks like this thing I've drawn, but Sarah's done all the research. Like, she knows the character, but now she has to become it in a way that's never happened before.
Yeah,
Dave loves his character.
The thing that feels most awkward right now is talking with you. The posing and sort of the stances we were doing. That's not unusual, but speaking as Rosario while in Ahsoka is a little startling. I really love the transformation and really deep diving into who she is.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, don't we all? All right, now Kathleen Kennedy's going to speak, so we're going to skip right over this because boo, boo, boo. Get fired already. Jesus Christ. Skipping right over you.
The postures and, started really getting my left hand up to par with my...
There we go. This is when it talks about the Ahsoka show itself.
When you step into Star Wars and work with George, you are part of a legacy. You're part of a history, and we had to uphold that history.
Look at Lothal right here. Look at that. This is, of course, like the cool new Lothal from the end of Rebels. Looks so sick.
And yet do this completely new and different thing.
Ahsoka is another story where you can step in at any point and not feel that you necessarily have to have seen everything.
You stink!
From the beginning of this series, Ahsoka is out there on the fringe of the galaxy. When she hears whispers of this warlord's return, she decides to enlist her friends' help.
This is about preventing another war.
You know who could help?
Sabine Wren.
I'm not sure she'll want to help.
I'm telling the story about this mentor-student relationship that passes from Anakin to Ahsoka to Sabine.
There is nothing easy about being a Jedi.
It's quite extraordinary to bring this to life.
When the stakes are this high, we have to do what's right.
I mean, if that doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what is. But Dave Filoni actually says something very interesting here. He says that it's from Anakin to Ahsoka to Sabine. There's a very, very heavy plot on the relationship between Ahsoka and Sabine that we never saw really happen in Rebels. They were kind of close, but they didn't really know each other all that much, except for when the epilogue happens and Ahsoka comes to get Sabine. We didn't know that they trained. We didn't know that Sabine calls Ahsoka master until she said it in the trailer. It was a surprise to all of us. So the fact that this is a big plot point in the show, and even Dave Filoni says it's extremely important to the show, is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But what do we think? What do we think? Holy crap. You guys are talking so much, and I'm absolutely loving it, but I don't know where to take it off from. Darth True says, I love Grogu, but I also want to punt Grogu across a field the way Disney handles him. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Anthony says, I sure as heck hope so. I hope that Omega and Hunter show up in the Mandoverse too. Imagine. I need some of Dave and George's characters to live past the crap fest of writing. That is the sequel trilogy. Yeah, true. Salty Texas Ranger says, I would have to say I rather enjoyed Kanan and Ezra. Kanan and Ezra are a great Master and Apprentice. Obi-Wan and Anakin, great one too. Dominic says, my favorite Master and Apprentice is a three-way tie with Kanan and Ezra. Who are the other two? Oh, Obi-Wan and Anakin and Ahsoka. Interesting. That may change if we get a young Dooku. Yoda and Dooku would be cool. Yeah. That's a good one, Austin. Blah, 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 blah. Salty Texas Ranger says, oh my God, Kathleen Kennedy has become Darth. Oh no. Just look at the. Okay. All right. I'm not reading that. It was a good one, Texas Ranger, but I'm not reading that out loud. It'll get clipped or something. Yeah. Honey Badger says, no way, trick question, not fair. You sound like Luke Skywalker there. You did. That's not fair. This droid is a bad motivator. Anthony says, times have changed since targeting. Okay. Firing Gina Carano. which led to the cancellation of Rangers of the New Republic, affecting Mando Season 3. Karma? Boo, Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. Honey Badger says, Lothal looks like Spiky Cloud City, and I love it. Yeah, it kind of does. Spiky Cloud City, that's funny. Anthony says, Mike, I really hope we spend some serious time on Lothal. It looks so cool. I wonder if they're going to do any riot races going on the highways. Well, you kind of see a little bit of that with Sabine going down on the speeder. We'll see. I don't know. We shall see. Uncle Owen. Uncle Owen. J1DRZ. J1ness in the house. What's up, J1DRZ? How you doing? Dominic says, honestly, Lothal is a powerful planet with the Force. I'm surprised it wasn't stated to be a Force nexus in my research. They have the World Between Worlds in the Lothwolf. Yeah, so it is very strong with the Force, but I don't think, like, the World Between Worlds entrance doesn't have to do with the planet itself. It has to do more with the Jedi Temple that's on the planet, you know? Yeah, no? Honey Badger says, Ahsoka uses Anakin's fight style in that last shot with the Inquisitor. So beautiful. Dave knows his stuff. So there's going to be Easter egg after cool little tidbit going on all over this show. And we're going to literally be able to dissect every single scene, and it's going to be awesome. Darth Drew says, I'm ready for Chopper to be the real hero. Yeah, me too. According to Dave Filoni, the Force exhibits itself in a particular way on Lothal. Maybe the Jedi in the High or Old Republic felt it too, and that's why they built a temple there. That's true. That's possible. Yeah, there's probably a reason why Jedi built certain temples on certain planets. Honey Badger says, Chopper will have a great scene, no doubt, especially if R5 got one in Mando. I can't wait. Chopper's just going to be awesome. Chopper is always awesome, and he will continue to be awesome. Just curious on where your nerdum lies. Start, bench, cut. Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, The Dark Knight. Well, as much as I love The Dark Knight, I don't care. It's Star Wars all day long. But the Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back one's tough. I would start Revenge of the Sith, bench Empire Strikes Back, and cut The Dark Knight without a blink of an eye. Literally would not care the slightest. It can go away. You're cut. Dominic says, Tales of the Jedi showed us the beauty of Dooku and Qui-Gon's relationship. That's true. I can't wait for Tales of the Jedi Season 2. I think they're going to go explore 2 other Jedi, not Dooku and Ahsoka, though. So we don't know who those will be, but I still think it will be very, very good. Very, very good. All right, let's go watch that other thing. This is quite cool. Wait, where is it? That's not it. I think I got to go to Instagram to find this one. Oh, while we find this, Ahsoka did get a TV-14 rating, so I cannot watch it anymore. There will be no more live watch parties, for I am 13 years old. Yeah, sad days. No, but it did get a TV-14 rating, so that's where it's at, I suppose. Is this it? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we're right. What is this? That's okay. All right, let's watch this trailer. Let's watch this one. It's called Get Ready. Oh, whoops. And it's 30 seconds. Another TV spot right here. Are you ready to get hyped? Are you ready to get hyped? Can I get some ones in the chat? Can I get some ones in the chat? And by the way, TV-14 is great news. TV-14 is fantastic news. If you guys are unfamiliar, Rebels, Clone Wars, those were all like TV-7. And those have Darth Maul chopping people's heads off and people dying all over the place. So Ahsoka's going to be pretty dark. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got a ton of ones in the chat. You guys are the best. All right, let's watch this trailer then if you guys are so excited for it. Jeez.
War is coming.
When the stakes are this high, it takes a master.
No, don't freeze on me like this. Why you do that?
War is coming.
When the stakes are this high, it takes a master and an apprentice to defeat our enemy.
What makes someone ready?
You just know.
Ahsoka 2-episode premiere.
Okay, if that didn't get you hyped up enough, I don't know what will. This is like the most hyped stream ever, by the way. Oh, no. Josh, go away. No offense. So let's break this one down a little bit. We got a few new scenes in this that are actually insane. Ready?
He's coming.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? We talked about this. You're not supposed to freeze while I'm live on YouTube. We talked about it. Get your act together, all right? Tighten up. Fix your collar. Are we good? We're good here, right? We're good here? Do I have to get out the cup? Do I have to bring out the cup? Don't make me do this. I'll ruin your whole career.
When the stakes
Are you kidding me?
this high, it takes a master and an apprentice to defeat our enemy.
What makes someone ready?
You just know.
So these two scenes back to back right here are very interesting. So this is Sabine, of course, talking to Ahsoka and ask her what makes someone ready. But this next scene right here is very, very, very fascinating. This one right here is clearly some type of planet. It kind of looks like the one from Mando Season 2 where he goes to find Bo-Katan. And it might be the same planet. It is possible it could be the same planet. We see this Star Destroyer looking thing on the side here. It looks like a Star Destroyer being destroyed, but maybe by the New Republic. But this is the Phantom. You got Chopper in there. You got Hera in there, and they're chasing down something. This is just a different point of view shot from a scene we've already seen. Now, this next part is huge. If I can perfect pause it. So this is on Lothal. This is Sabine with her long hair. Now, we know Sabine cuts her hair, and we know she cuts it early on in the season. And we've seen the scene of her fighting against Shin in that forest with her with short hair. And that's when she tries to use the Force with her hand and all that stuff. But this is Sabine with long hair on Lothal. And this has to happen, I would assume, very early on. If not in episode 1, definitely in episode 2. So it's got to be in those first 2 episodes, meaning we're getting at least one lightsaber duel in the first 2 episodes. Now, I do think we'll get like all of these lightsaber duels in the first 2 episodes, because why would they show us so much stuff from later episodes? But I think for sure this happens early on in either episode 1 or episode 2 on Lothal with the long hair, Sabine versus Shin. Why does it happen? This is a huge question. Why? Why is Shin on Lothal? Why is she hunting down Sabine? What is going on? Why is this happening? Now, I want to open this up to the class because I don't know. I really don't. It's been boggling through my head for a while now. I don't know why. Okay? But what do we think? This happens early on Lothal. Sabine's minding her own business, protecting Lothal like she promised Ezra she would do, and Shin shows up and starts to fight her. But why? Let's talk about it for a real quick second. And Constantine with a K, just subscribed. Welcome, Constantine. Welcome. Are you in the chat right now, Constantine? How you doing? There is another scene I wanted to show you guys in that, but let's see. J1DRZ says, don't all live-action Star Wars, aren't they all TV-14? Are they? I don't know. I'm guessing they are. I think The Mandalorian is, yes. Yeah. Finn says, Hera in live-action definitely looks better in every new shot we see. That's true. A lot of people were concerned that she wasn't going to look that good because in the first trailer she doesn't really look that good, but she does look better and better the more we do see her. Yeah. Honey Badger says, lightsabers, Force, dogfights. I can't wait for this show. Yeah, me either. I really can't. Oh, so good. Dominic says, these are the future projects I would do if I were Dave. A movie about Tar Vizsla, a series about Darth Bane and the creation of the Rule of Two, and a series about the Rakata Empire. I would definitely turn the Darth Bane thing into a trilogy. You already got the Darth Bane trilogy. Just make it into movies. But yeah, I agree with you and the rest. Get the cup. I did get the cup. And I spilt it all over me. We will talk about the possibility of a store on the channel too, with the mugs that say Good Cups Follow Orders on them, because I know you guys want those so badly. I'm working on it. We got stuff in the works. Good Cups Follow Orders. To the dark side, don't tempt me. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Finn says, bro, Natasha Sabine is just so fine. Good catch, Mike. Thanks. No, Sabine is taken. Is taken. I'm sorry, she's mine. Oh, you guys are fighting over Sabine in the chat. My fault. Oh wait, what? You guys are all fighting over Sabine. Oh, jeez. Right. Hang on. We'll have to sanction this. We'll actually just. Okay. Calm down. We'll make it a pay-per-view. Okay? All you guys, you can get your own corner in a ring, and we'll fight it out to the death. I'll be the judge. You know, if it comes to a decision, I'll make the decision, and we'll figure it out. Okay? There's enough Sabine for one of you. Only one of you. I may have started the Sabine wars. Yeah, I think you did, and I think it's gonna be a big war, and it might not be able to be solved very quickly. Fight night. The main card being Elon and Mark Zuckerberg. No, the main card would be you guys over Sabine, and then Mark and Elon can be the undercard. Yeah, Good Cups Follow Orders. Yeah, exactly. Are we gonna get a glimpse into at the Ricotta? I don't think so. I seriously doubt it, but maybe. You never know. Mike is was the best man. Ask him. No. We've been married. Sabine is my wife. Honey Badger. No comment. No comment, Honey Badger. I'm sorry. This fight has to happen. There's so much money on the line. Yeah. Badger versus all for Sabine. Yeah. Patiently waiting for them to release the Sabine Funko. We will do a giveaway for the Sabine Funko. I guarantee it. So if you guys weren't here, we're doing a giveaway on Tuesday, but you have to be a member of the channel. Right now we have one member, your pal Joe. He's not here tonight, but that's okay. He will automatically win these giveaways if you guys don't join and become a member and support the channel and get access to cool, awesome stuff like these giveaways. Ahsoka pop figure. Boom. Awesome Ahsoka from like Mando Season 2, I believe. Because there aren't any new ones out yet. And this awesome shirt. Da, 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 da. You know? So don't miss out on this awesome giveaway, more awesome giveaways, and possibly a lightsaber giveaway at the end of this year if Kathleen Kennedy's not fired. Don't miss out on any of that by becoming a member today. Today. Right this second. Right now. And we still have yet to get the first ever super chat on the channel. I'm not pressuring you guys or anything, but send in a super chat. It would make my whole entire year. Yeah. Austin Snow says 10,000 credits. Sabine War. Choose your character, Jedi, Sith, or Mandalorian. Ooh. Could we like make a mini game? Does anybody have the capability of making a mini game or something like that? Choose your character, Sith, Jedi, or Mandalorian. You will be fighting to the death to get your reward. Sabine Wren. Finn says, bro, I don't know what my girlfriend is telling you. I didn't know she was married. Oh, wait, what? Honey Badger. She's married to you, but she's girlfriend to Finn? Uh-oh. Honey Badger says, I am the 1% of y'all, 2% Bo-Katanians. Go back to Mando Season 3. I am Sir Mandalorian Badger, and I will fight for Sabine, for Mandalore. Jeez, this is getting out of hand. Now there are 10 of them. This is not the way. Yeah. Whoever has Sabine's heart is worthy of the Darksaber. Oh. There you go. By the way, the poll right now, are you guys ready? has 7% no. Who dare voted no? All right, let's watch this other trailer. I know. Oh, wait, no. We still have to break this down. So, that scene is going to be awesome on Lothal. It's going to be early on. Lightsaber duel between Shin and Sabine with the long hair. Ah, balls. Did I miss it already? Where was the scene? Where was the scene I was thinking of? This, maybe? So this is the Jedi Temple in the first trailer that she goes into, where we think she goes into the world between worlds. It's clearly being blown up. We don't know if she triggered it to blow up. We don't know if it's being bombed. We don't know anything, but it does. That's it being blown up. So something huge hit this thing. I mean, look at this wave of flames and fire going over this desolate wasteland. I don't know what blew this thing up, but it looks like the freaking Death Star blew this thing up. I don't know. It'll be quite intriguing to see what this was.
Ahsoka.
That was not what I was thinking it was, but that is okay. That's okay. We got another trailer to watch as well, because there's freaking 10 trailers that come out a day for this freaking show, and I'm not complaining. It's just kind of crazy. The Hero's Journey. So let's watch this one. Wait, what? I thought we already watched this one. Oh, we just skipped it. Okay.
You felt it. We all have. There's just a generational impact that Star Wars has had on my and so many families across the world. When I think of how much I loved it as a kid, to actually have the montrals on, the Leku, and the costume, it just feels magical.
The freaking violin thing sounds so damn cool.
When I watched The Mandalorian with my mom, and I say,
"May the Force be with you,"
she literally did like a slow turn towards me with tears in her eyes. I feel grateful to be a part of something so truly iconic. Getting to play Ahsoka has been an absolute dream come true. It's very personal, and it's my honor to be Ahsoka. Her bravery, her passion, her power. Ahsoka is truly one of a kind.
I mean, come on. How much more hype can it get? I literally have goosebumps from watching that one. That is redonkulous. I'm pretty sure, though, there was something in here I wanted to see. No, maybe not. I thought maybe it was the other video. Not too sure. But in one of these videos, we see like the Inquisitor, his actor, like under the mask, and I don't remember if it was in this video or a different video. There's so many freaking videos. Not complaining, of course, but I just can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. It's insane. It's insane how many of these trailers come out each day, but it's awesome. Like, I love these things. It gets you so ridiculously hyped, and it's obviously because there's no actors. The actors are striking, so there's no actors to promote this show. But it comes out in 7 freaking days, ladies and gentlemen. A week from today, we'll be doing the final prediction stream before the episode. We'll also be doing the giveaway, so become a member today. But with that being said, we'll be doing our prediction stream, and then we'll be doing live watch party at 3 a.m. for the 2 episodes. It's going to be so damn cool. I can't wait. Okay. Where was I? Honey Badger says, wait, what? Dominic says, Ezra took her, speaking of, he says, let's be real, Ezra took Sabine from all of us. Nope, Ezra stuck in the New Beyond and lost that race 10 years ago. That's why Sabine hasn't gone for him. There you go. We got married and moved to Lothal. I'm just not in the episodes. There you go. Dominic says, Badger, if Sabine is going to look for him, then we are all going to lose. She liked the guy since season 1. There you go. Love the red Lucasfilm logo and the score. Oh my God. I know the red Lucasfilm logo is kind of sick. Not going to lie. Yes, the violin theme for all these trailers is absolutely amazing. The soundtrack for this series will be amazing. I agree. Ahsoka Tano versus Vader. The Ahsoka Tano versus Vader in Rebels is like so iconic that if you like don't want to watch anything else in preparation for Ahsoka, watch the end of season 2 of Rebels. Like that's it. Or just season 4 of Rebels. That too. Finn says, Kevin Kinner's store about to blow the F up. Who's Kevin Kinner? Oh, score. Oh, he does the score for this show? It's not the guy from Mando? Interesting. Dominic says, Rosario Dawson is Ahsoka was the great investment. Oh, as Ahsoka. Yeah, well, the fans casted her as Ahsoka. A lot of people don't realize that the fans actually casted Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. It's wild. Ahsoka is definitely a top 10 best duelist list. Amazing. Yeah, she is amazing. She's a great dueler, especially having the 2 lightsabers kind of makes her awesome. Austin says Ahsoka is awesome because Sabine was worried about Ezra. I don't get it. Toonami. Is that like tsunami, but Toonami? Toonami says, do you think Luke will show up in the Ahsoka show? I don't know. That's interesting. I'll give you my input in 1 second, but let's ask the class. Do you guys think Luke will show up in this show? Do you think Luke will be in the Ahsoka show? My take on this is maybe. And if he is, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he is. I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't. It wouldn't, like, bum me out if he wasn't. It wouldn't, like, make me go all that crazy if he was. The only scene I think would happen if he was in it would be when they first meet. It would be when they first meet because we see them talking in Book of Boba Fett, but we don't know what happened when they first met. Because she says so much like your father, meaning they've already had a conversation about Anakin Skywalker, and I want to see that conversation happen. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope we get to see that scene, but I don't know if there's enough time. I feel like the Ahsoka show is going to be so jam-packed and so, like, to the point that there won't be any filler episodes and there won't be any time to kind of do that type of stuff. Maybe. Let's see what the class says. Dominic says, Ahsoka versus Vader was so beautiful. I cried so much. One of the best duels ever. I know. Rebels is amazing. Austin says, hopefully we do see Luke. I agree. Honey Badger says, not a chance. Anakin, Padme, Rex are more likely. I wouldn't say not a chance. I think there is a chance that he is in there, but it's less likely than you would think. J1 DRZ says, I hope so, with the Jedi Temple. That'd be cool if Luke was at that Jedi Temple. Oh, you mean at Luke's Jedi Temple? Maybe. It would be a dream to see Luke in a young Ben Solo with Ahsoka, with maybe Leia and Han too. Maybe throw in Chewie. Why not Lando too? Just throw in everybody. But it's unlikely. Unlikely for the story's sake, at least. Toonami says, or what if Luke teaches Ahsoka to talk to Force Ghost Anakin? Ooh. I don't think that's... maybe. I don't know if that's something Luke would know how to train, though. Maybe. Finn says, Luke's going to be risen up Ahsoka. Luke, Ahsoka for life, so yes. I do think they'll be in the show together because they'll be... I think the opening scene might just be the two of them laying in bed and staring at the ceiling. And that's when the flashback happens. And yeah, Luke, Ahsoka for life. Honey Badger says, it would be too much money to deepfake, in my opinion. That's true. It's a lot of money to deepfake Luke. And to do a scene with Ahsoka and Luke involved, it would cost a lot of money, for sure. Not money they are willing to pay, or quite frankly, it's not necessary that they need to pay that money. Dominic says Luke in the Heir to the Empire is in the Heir to the Empire movie, but if he pops up, it would be in one scene. I agree. I think he'll be in the movie for sure. Like, he must be in the movie. If Luke, Leia, and Han aren't in the movie, that's a big mistake. Big, huge mistake. But in the show, it seems less likely. Toonami says, yeah, I think they're saving Luke for Heir to the Empire movie. Agreed. Please stop the Luke and Ahsoka ship. I can't do it. I can't. It's too powerful to be stopped. They must be together. They must. Agree on that, Toonami. But if they use the Han actor for Han, should they recast and use Sebastian Stan for Luke? I don't know. Recast or deepfake. Either way, I'm good. But yeah, we'll see. Finn says, Ahsoka be loving Luke's lightsaber. Oof. This is why I should pre-read your chats. But you know, if Ahsoka be loving Luke's lightsaber, there's nothing we can do about it, I guess. I'd rather have Ahsoka Skywalker than Rey Skywalker, so I ship it hard. That's true. I would way rather Ahsoka Skywalker than Rey Skywalker. Yeah. I'm here for Luke Ahsoka and Sabadger. I ship them both. Well, Cezra? Esbean? We going with Esbean? Esbean would be a good one. Ezra and Sabine. I think that's where we should be at. Dominic says, recasting is not a bad thing, to be honest. I agree. I think it's probably the best move to save money. The deepfake could go poorly. It takes a long time. It costs a lot of money. We'll see. I think with Kathleen Kennedy there, though, you will never see a recast. She blames Solo for everything, and she blames Solo because they didn't deepfake Harrison Ford for the movie. So if Kathleen Kennedy's in charge, you're going to get deepfake. Austin Snow says, if they would get a younger actress to play Leia, you mean who would it be? I've heard Millie Bobby Brown. That would be a good one, but I don't know. Finn says, that's why Luke went hermit mode on an island. Luca dumped him. It's possible. I think Mara Jade would be a cool addition. I've heard tiny bits of rumors about Mara Jade possibly being involved. It seems very unlikely. In my Who is that Inquisitor video, I did say Mara Jade could be that Inquisitor, and that would be insane. If Mara Jade came into canon, if you guys are unfamiliar who Mara Jade is in the Heir to the Empire trilogy. She is the love interest for Luke. She starts off as the Empire's Hand is her nickname. She works as a dark side, Sith almost. And she turns to the light when she falls in love with Luke Skywalker. They end up having some kids, this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. But what if they did that with Mara Jade? What if they brought Mara Jade into canon Star Wars? They fall in love and have kids, whatever. Maybe they don't have kids, let's say. They fall in love and she dies. And maybe that's something, or at least part of the reason that Luke goes into hiding. Or let's go a different route. What if they replace Mara Jade with Ahsoka Tano and you do actually get Luke Ahsoka for life, and then Ahsoka maybe dies or something happens to Ahsoka and that causes Luke to go hermit. It's possible. It is possible. I'm actually working on a video right now about Dave Filoni getting a trilogy of movies and how that would help the sequel trilogy in a big, big way. And I talk a pretty decent amount about how we could fix old hermit Luke on Arc 2. Yeah. Toonami says, yeah, either way, I think Sebastian Stan would be cool, but I like the deepfake episode. Yeah, I think Book of Boba Fett, that episode with Luke Skywalker, is amazing. The deepfake technology in that episode is so damn good. It's insane. It feels like Luke Skywalker. It is Luke Skywalker. And it's 45 minutes of Luke Skywalker, which is insane. Yeah. Yeah. Your pal Joe, what's up, your pal Joe? Says, Anakin's voice in the trailer was beautiful. What's up, people who love Star Wars? Oh yeah, your pal Joe is the one member. Joe, I've said this twice already on the stream, but I'll do it a third time because you're the only member and it only matters to you right now. The first ever giveaway is next Tuesday. As of right now, you will win the giveaway. Straight up, that's simple as that. You'll win the giveaway, but if we do get more members by then, we'll have to do a randomized poll. But the giveaway is for this Ahsoka Funko Pop. And we'll get a good look at that real quick. And this awesome shirt. So as of right now, your pal Joe would be automatic winner. But if we get more members before Tuesday, you have a chance. So if you do become a member and you and your pal Joe are the only ones, you might be able to either, like, one of you gets this one of you gets this one, or both of you get one, or, you know, we shall see. You have a 50% chance if you join as a member today. Where was I? Yeah, Toonami's talking about the deepfake stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Dominic says, yes, we need Ezra and Sabine together. Yeah, I agree. I think Ezra and Sabine have been bound to be a couple since season 1 of Rebels. It's been so long, so we'll see. Dominic says, the Solo movie was pretty cool, though. I agree. I think the Solo movie is completely overhated and just stupid that it is that way. Austin says, yeah, bring Mara Jade into canon. I agree. Finn says, Mara Jade is hot as hell. In Legends, I mean, sure. I don't know. But who would be cast as Mara Jade? Who would you guys want to cast as Mara Jade? I'm so bad at fan casts. She is a, like, redhead. Like, her hair is literally red. It's not like ginger, it's red. So, I don't know. Who do you guys think? Your pal Joe again says, I'm reading it again because he's a member and he's awesome. Anakin's voice in the trailer is beautiful. What's up, people who love Star Wars? Let's go. Giveaways? Yeah, giveaways. Yeah. Finn says, how much is the membership? Well, if you click on the link in the description below or the join button next to the subscribe, you will see that it is $4.99. And that's it. $4.99 for the entire month for the giveaways. Like, we're talking about $50+ of merch here. We're talking about some good stuff, you know? Dominic says, let us just have Ahsoka go into the world between worlds and let her change the canon so the sequels are rebooted. Dave's master plan. Dominic, here's my problem with that. If that's the case, that turns the world between worlds just into a go back and change past type thing. I think saving Ahsoka from the battle of Vader versus Ahsoka makes perfect sense for 2 reasons. 1, we never see Ahsoka actually die. Simple as that. 2, it doesn't mess up the timeline at all. Ezra goes in and plucks Ahsoka out, and it doesn't mess up the timeline at all. However, what we're going to learn in the Ahsoka show is that things are destined to happen. The sequel trilogy, sadly, is going to be one of the things that is destined to happen, and we can't stop it. So, and neither can Ahsoka. The World Between Worlds stuff is going to be very, very interesting, and I can't wait to see how they explain it in live action, or how it looks even in live action. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah. Toonami says, will Kanan's son be featured? Yes. So Toonami's talking about Jason Syndulla. Jason Syndulla is already confirmed because he's already been in a Lego set for the show, and he's actually already been in a brief 1-second clip from one of the trailers. Now, I don't know which trailer it was. There's so many trailers now, I would not be able to go find it, but there is a brief 1-second clip of the back of Jason Syndulla's head in the cockpit of the Ghost. So yes, he is confirmed to be in the show, but I don't know how much we will get of him. Austin says, Ariel Winter. All right, so you guys are going to make me look up all these actresses. Ariel Winter. Who the hell is this? Austin. She's a American actress. Starred as Alex Dunphy in ABC's comedian. Oh, wow, she looks way different now. Her hair is red. What the hell? Her hair is not red, it's black. Oh, wait, maybe it is red. Who else we got? Bryce Dallas Howard. Ooh, Bryce Dallas Howard. That wouldn't be terrible, but I doubt it. Sophie Lewis would make a cool Mara Jade, I think. Let's see. Sophie Lewis. Sophie Lewis. Wait, how did you spell it? Sophie Lewis? Sophie, oh, Lillis. Lillis? Lillis. Where's this girl from? She is ginger. She is, I think, maybe too young. Who is this girl? What the hell? She has very short hair. She is an American actress, starred in Beverly Marsh and a horror film It and It Chapter 2. Interesting. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not good with these fan casts. Kate Mara should play Mara. It's her little name. It's her literal name, Kate Mara. Kate Mara. Kate Mara could fit the part. She's not really redhead yet. She's kind of more of a brownish red, but I'm sure you could dye it red. But her name is Mara. True. Bryce Dallas Howard would be perfect because she's a Star Wars nerd and knows the mythos, so it would be an easy cast. That's true, and she hasn't been cast in Star Wars yet. She's only been a director in Star Wars. I don't know. What do you guys think of Bryce Dallas Howard? What do you think? What do you think? J1DRZ says, I think that Rose Leslie would make a good Mara Jade. Why do I not know any of these names except for Bryce Dallas Howard? Rose Leslie. Interesting. And I just looked up so many. Oh, never mind. Rose Leslie. Oh, a British actress. She is known for her role as Gwen Dawson in the ITV drama series Downton Abbey. And she was also in Game of Thrones. Who did she play in Game of Thrones? She's Kit Harington's wife. Yeah, she would be a good Mara Jade. She would actually be a great Mara Jade. Let me pull up a picture of this girl. She's got the red hair and everything. Kit Harington's wife. This is her and Kit. Her hair doesn't look all that red in this, but I promise it is red. Boom. There you go. She'd make a great Mara Jade for sure. It's a lot more red in like these photos. Look at that. See? Way more red. She would make a great Mara Jade. For sure. And bring Kit to Star Wars too while you're at it. Kit Harington. 1000%. Yeah. Sophia the First? Isn't that like a kid's show? Yeah. Your pal Joe says, a trailer a day keeps KK away. That is the quote of the year right there. A trailer a day keeps KK away. It kind of does. I mean, we're getting a trailer a day. Can they keep this up for another 7 more days? Is there another 7 more days of trailers for the Ahsoka show? Because I'm completely down for that. Finn says, my favorite fan cast of mine is still Wyatt Russell as Agent Callus. That was a great one. Wyatt Russell's the guy from, he plays like the U.S. Like the knockoff version of Captain America and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's a great cast. Austin Snow says, Ariel Winter also voices the most beautiful Disney princess, Sophia the First. Oh, I get you. I don't know who that is, but yes, I get you. Bryce Dallas Howard or Jessica Chastain? Jessica Chastain? What the hell's that? Jessica Chastain. Who is this? Who are you? Actually, she would make a great Mara Jade. She actually even looks like Mara Jade from the Legends, like facial feature wise. She got the red hair. This might be the play. This might be the girl. I mean, look at that. She looks exactly like Mara Jade from the comics, or from the comics and books and whatever. That's a good call, Honey Badger, right there. That's a great call. Yeah, my 2 picks would be her or the girl from Game of Thrones. Yeah. 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 I believe that is all of the trailers for Ahsoka. I know, we just watched trailers for an hour and a half, but that's how awesome this freaking publicity for this show is. Is there anything else going on? Oh, guys, I mean, come on. You go on Twitter, trending, Ahsoka, Ezra, Rebels. It is, the hype is real. The hype is actually real for this show. It's going to be amazing. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good time. Oh my God. I just went on Twitter. The first thing that shows up says, what would you prefer to see introduced into Star Wars canon? Starkiller or Mara Jade? After we were just talking about Mara Jade. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Anything else going on here? Anything else going on? Oh yeah, the episode directors were announced. Let's read this article real quick. This is the directors for each episode that got announced. Yeah. That would be awesome. Toonami says Jessica Chastain would be the GOAT. True. Thank you. Star Killer over Mara Jade. Star Killer's too powerful to be brought into the canon, isn't he? Like, don't you think? Your pal Joe says, would love to. Who would you cast as live action Kanan? Well, I don't think we'll get live action Kanan just because his story obviously ends in Rebels. But if I were to cast live action Kanan, again, I'm so bad at this. Kanan Jarrus. I don't know. What do you guys think? Kanan Jarrus live action? Hashtag Jessica Chastain for Mara Jade. Should we start that movement? Might be too late. What if she's already cast? Austin says, I'm surprised that Lars Mikkelsen will play Thrawn. I'm kind of surprised too, but not really, because he voiced him in Rebels and he did such a good job. He already knows the character, so I think it's a good choice. Dominic says, think Ahsoka will feature Thrawn's species, the Chiss. I find them to be quite interesting, especially their rivals, the Yuuzhan Vong. Well, here's the thing. I think the New Beyond could open up the worlds to either the Yuuzhan Vong or the Grisk. Probably not both, but maybe one or the other. I think the Chiss might be explored more if we get more about Thrawn. Maybe if there's a trilogy for the Heir to the Empire stuff, we get more about Thrawn. But I think less likely we see more Chiss than like the Yuuzhan Vong or the Grisk in the New Beyond. It's possible. It is possible, I suppose. J1DRZ says, what's the difference between canon and legends? That's a great question. There's something called head canon. So like pretty much anything legends or canon that you want to be canon can be canon in your own head. Whatever you want. The Heir to the Empire trilogy can be canon in your own head, but it's not actually canon. So what makes canon canon? Well, pretty much that's just what Disney says is canon. Canon to the story. Legends, on the other hand, is some cool, like, offspring stuff, like the Heir to the Empire trilogy with Mara Jade, Jason Solo, different characters that don't exist in the Star Wars galaxy that we actually know. It's a different Star Wars galaxy almost. It's like What If. And you have Legends time in the Skywalker saga, but you also have Legends before and after. So there's a lot of Legends stuff. The thing is, when Disney bought Star Wars back in 2012, they stopped all Legends or extended universe material. They stopped allowing it to be made. So now Legends or extended universe stuff is all just fan fictions on YouTube or wherever. There's just fan fictions. So that's kind of where the Legends lies now. But there are a lot of Legends material. You have characters like Starkiller from video games like Knights of the Old Republic, Force Unleashed. All this stuff is Legends, but it's still fun and cool and awesome. Yeah. Honey Badger says, Lars as Thrawn, it only makes sense. I guess, yeah. He makes a good Thrawn. Finn says, for me, Kanan would have to always be Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah, he does have a distinct voice, but I don't know. Would he look like him? I don't know. Honey Badger says, canon is everything that is in the movies, shows, or a part of the timeline. Legends are books that have no connection to the canon story of Star Wars. That's true, but not all books are legends. There are canon books, like the High Republic books. There are other books like Master and Apprentice, the Ahsoka novel. There's a ton of, like, all those books of the movies and stuff. There's a ton of books that are canon, yes. Your pal Joe says, most video games are legends, but not all. Yeah, so the canon games are Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. And that's pretty much it. As of right now, at least. As of right now. Yeah. Honey Badger says, for instance, in my head canon, it's episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, because there's no 8. There you go. Yeah. Finn says, in my head canon, the sequels aren't canon. I got an interesting proposition for you guys. For those of you who don't see the sequel trilogy as canon, would you see it as canon if Dave Filoni made it better? Now, how would he make it better? Great question. What if he made the character of Luke Skywalker's fall better? For instance, Mara Jade comes in. He has a relationship with her. She dies. He finds out that Palpatine could come back if they get his midichlorians. Something along those lines happens. We see something very similar to what happened in The Mandalorian, where they took Grogu's blood to create Force-sensitive clones for Moff Gideon. And they're going to do the same with Luke's blood to create Force-sensitive clones of Palpatine. He finds out all this stuff and then has to go into hiding. Then we also get more explanation as to Snoke's rise to power, the First Order's rise to power, Kylo Ren's fall to the dark side. And we get an actual explanation as to how Palpatine returned through the world between worlds or something along those lines. And we actually get to see all this stuff fleshed out. Would that make the sequel trilogy better for you? Would it make it maybe even canon for you? Is it possible? Let's put it this way. Is it possible for the sequel trilogy to ever be canon in your eyes if you see it as non-canon in the first place? Honey Badger says, there's 2 canon Star Wars games to my knowledge, and it's Jango Fett's Bounty Hunter game and Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. I don't think Jango Fett's Bounty Hunter game is canon, actually. But you might be right. Toonami says Battlefront story mode is canon too, I think. Yes, so the story mode for Battlefront is canon, yeah. Because you have Luke Skywalker going around the galaxy finding all these relics and stuff. Yeah, you're right. Finn says, man, Brotherhood is my all-time favorite canon Star Wars novel. It's so good. Brotherhood was the one that came out last year, right? I don't think I finished that. I know I started it. I don't know if I finished it, though. I remember I heard it was very good, though. Dominic says, Jedi Fallen Order opened up so many ancient species and races. Exploring them is amazing. Star Wars needs to expand the history of the universe with the celestial ones to the first Jedi. Yeah, they definitely got to go back in time. Explore the Force, the origins of the Force, all that stuff, for sure. And yeah, the Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor games do a lot of that. I mean, you got the Zepho, you got the connections to the High Republic, you got freaking Tanalorr. Like, there's some cool stuff in those games. Austin Snow says, not how the Force works. That's not how the Force works. Your pal Joe says, they would also have to fix Han's death, Finn's story, and also the plot of every movie for me to see them as canon. True. I guess, yeah. There's a lot to fix. But I think, like, it could happen. Not like make them amazing. The sequel trilogy will never be better than the prequel trilogy. It will never be better than the original trilogy. It's impossible. However, I do think they can make them better. Finn says, see, for me, I can't like them ever, as they have just such badly made films. Star Wars aside, they are just trashly made movies. I guess, yeah, true. I suppose, yeah. I think The Force Awakens is a kind of like a diamond in the rough there. There's a bunch of good stuff in The Force Awakens. There's some bad, but there's a bunch of good stuff in The Force Awakens, and it gets dragged down miserably by those next 2 movies. Yeah. Toonami says, I would accept it as canon, but it still sucks. I guess. Finn says, the story of Jedi Survivor is probably one of my favorite Star Wars stories in a long time. I completely agree, Finn. And it was crazy. When I finished Jedi Survivor and I went out into the world and saw a bunch of Star Wars YouTubers crapping on the game, saying the story sucked, I was like, have you lost your goddamn mind? Are you kidding me? That game was a masterpiece. The story was chef's kiss. Amazing. It was so good. It's insane that people crap on that game as much as they do. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Austin Snow says, yes, Finn was supposed to be a Jedi. I know. And if he was, it would have been a lot better. Dominic says, the Zepho is amazing. I wish we saw more of the Zepho, even in like Jedi Survivor or like the Bad Batch or something. I wish we did. Honey Badger says, the end of the Bounty Hunter game, Jango meets with Dooku and he sets him up with the clone army after him. So that's why it counts as canon. But it could not be named canon per se. I want to play that game again because I played it when I was a kid a long, long time ago. So I don't remember how it goes or anything, if it is canon. So we'll see. Anthony says, I agree. At this point, we need the World Between Worlds to fix all the screw-ups that occurred in episodes 7 through 9. I don't accept those films as canon, period. I don't know. It seems like Disney really has their hands tied at this point. A lot of you guys, even like we're a very positive community around here. We were talking about this in the Discord last night. We have a very positive community around this channel. But even when it comes to the sequel trilogy, it still seems like we're positive about it. We're not being like crappy or fighting against people or people who don't like the sequels. We're not crapping on them. But what we're crapping on is the sequels themselves. Now, the problems that the sequels have are so extensive that so many of us just can't see it as canon and want it to be retconned, want it to be this, that, or the other thing. And I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't know what you do if you're Disney at this point because you can't retcon them. You can't. It's impossible. The amount of fans that there are for the sequel trilogy will surprise you. It really will. There's a ton of them, like millions of them. Let's be honest, the movie's made billions of dollars. So there's a lot of sequel fans out there. There's Rey fans, there's Kylo fans, there's Finn fans. There's fans of the sequels in general. And it might be surprising to you, but there are. But the problem is they can't retcon them. They can't make them non-canon because they made so much money off of them, and there's still those fans out there. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough situation they put themselves in, but they put themselves in themselves. So it's all Kathleen Kennedy's fault, and there's nobody else to blame but her. End of sentence. Where was I? Darth Drew says, do you think that there's a better chance of Disney selling in totality or Disney selling off Star Wars? Disney selling in totality. Disney selling to Apple is a very likely thing to happen at this point in time. I think it will happen probably next year or the year after, but I do think it is a likely thing to happen. I don't see Disney ever selling Star Wars, so the two will be sold together. But yeah, I do think Disney will be sold. Unless something changes drastically in these next couple of years or next couple even months, yeah, they're being sold. Toonami says, Rise of Skywalker is so bad, it's good. I know what you mean, too. That's what's funny. It is. Like, The Last Jedi was so hurtful to the fandom, hurtful to the brand, that The Rise of Skywalker actually seemed good. And when you watch The Rise of Skywalker, it's kind of a fun time. But then when you actually look at it, you're like, that dagger makes no sense. How is the Death Star still intact when we literally saw it blown up to dust in Return of the Jedi? How did Palpatine come back? Like, there's so many plot holes in that movie. It's insane. But when you watch it just from afar, you're like, hey, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Darth Drew says, The Force Awakens is copy my homework, but change a few sentences of A New Hope. You're not wrong. But that doesn't make it a bad movie. It actually makes it a good movie. It makes The Force Awakens pretty good. It is copy my homework and change a few sentences, but it is good. That's the problem. It is good. Except for Han's death. I'll give you that. Yapala Joe says, it's true. The Force Awakens isn't all bad. I really liked it the first time around. The main thing that bothered me was that the plot was too similar to A New Hope. Yeah, so the same thing. It was change my homework. It was take my homework, but change a few sentences. That's the problem, but it actually worked. Made billions of dollars. Billions upon billions. Finn says, Survivor's story is legit a masterpiece of Star Wars. Agreed. Honey Badger says, Jedi Survivor is freaking amazing. And I agree, Mike. That's pretty much when I lost it on these other Star Wars YouTubers because I think Survivor was a masterpiece of a game. Yeah, true. Austin says, out of coffee. You're drinking coffee at this ungodly hour, Austin? Anthony says, yes, the Zepho are amazing. I really hope they get mentioned in the Old Republic / High Republic, Dr. Aphra, the Star Wars Outlaws, and the Mandoverse, and the Bad Batch. Yeah, I agree. Finn says, Cal and Marin is one of the best relationships in Star Wars, and no one can convince me otherwise. Well, you won't hear anything from me, because I won't try and convince you otherwise. If Kathleen Kennedy leaves, we'll have to celebrate with a live stream. There will be an emergency live stream. Guys, I don't know. I made a thumbnail. I made a thumbnail for the emergency live stream when Kathleen Kennedy gets fired. It's already made. It's already ready. I'm just waiting for the announcement. I thought it was going to happen like a month ago. I'm sure everybody in the world thought it was going to happen like a month ago when Indiana Jones flopped so miserably. But it's ready to go. Emergency live stream happens as soon as it happens. I really hope I'm home when it happens so that we can really get it going immediately. I do hope that, yeah, I agree. Yes. Emergency live stream as soon as Kathleen Kennedy gets fired, Austin. As soon as she gets fired. Toonami says, yeah, it's crazy how there are people that still think the sequels are the best Star Wars movies. It's true, but those people, you got to think about it as the way you remember the first Star Wars that you saw. Maybe it's the first Star Wars they ever watched. And that's a different experience. That's what brought you into Star Wars. You have a strong bond to that movie. Like, think about the original trilogy to an older fan, the prequel trilogy to a younger fan, the Clone Wars to some people. Even Dominic said the first thing he watched was Rebels. That's what introduced him to it, and he loves Rebels. You have to think of the people who watched the sequel trilogy for the first time. I crapped on the sequels for a long, long time. Even on this channel, I made a whole video a long time ago, like over a year and a half, probably 2 years ago, about the sequels being retconned. And I dove into how shitty they were and whatever. But now I see it from a completely different perspective with the people who saw those movies for the first time. It was their first experience with Star Wars. You cannot blame them for loving it as much as we love other Star Wars content. You can't do that. It's their opinion, and their opinion is valid. Yeah. That's my take. Honey Badger says, just imagine if they became parents, their children would be absolutely insane. Cal and Marin, of course, is what he's talking about. Cal and Marin are my favorite couple in Star Wars, period. Interesting. Yeah, imagine they had kids, Night Sister Magic and the Force. Whew. Dominic says, the High Republic sounds so amazing, and we can even explore Force orders. What? You lost me in the last half of that, but yeah, the High Republic does sound awesome. I know Anthony reads a lot of the High Republic. I'm very far behind in my High Republic. I've read the first phase, but that's it. I am excited to go to the High Republic in live action, like the Acolyte show. Although Leslie Headland's stupid and dumb and stupid, I can't wait to watch that show because it's going to be High Republic in live action. Dominic says, The Force Awakens is actually good to me. I dislike The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker could have been better. That's kind of where I'm at. I agree, except I have more of a strong hatred for The Last Jedi, and I dislike The Rise of Skywalker a little bit more. Finn says, then we know that they're out there happy. What? And alive? What are you talking about? I don't know. Toonami says, it would still be canon if they retconned them. It would just split the timeline into a multiverse, so you could still have Rey and Finn, but they would essentially be different characters. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Multiverse, Star Wars, do not. No. The two of them stay very, very far away. Very, very far away. No multiverse in Star Wars. No time travel in Star Wars. None of that. The World Between Worlds is the only exception because it's not time travel, and it will be explained next week in the Ahsoka show. J1DRC says The Force Awakens is the best sequel movie. I think we could all agree with that, right? We can all agree with Jay when he says The Force Awakens is the best sequel movie, right? Can I get some ones in the chat if you agree with that statement? By the way, while we got 16 people here, smash a gosh darn like on this video. Smash a gosh darn like. What do we have for likes? Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me we're not at 16 yet. Don't even tell me. Oh my God, guys, we're not at 16 yet. Like the video. And then become a member. There's a link in the description below. Become a member of the channel. You get fun, cool giveaway stuffs. Cool shirt that says da 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 da. And a Ahsoka pop figure. Getting hyped for Ahsoka. Giveaways. Next week. Smash a gosh darn like on this video. Okay, where was I? Anthony says, Mike, I think the biggest problem with The Rise of Skywalker is it's trying to be the sequel to The Force Awakens. The problem was it had The Last Jedi to explain. That's true. That is true. It makes a better sequel to The Force Awakens. Sorry, than The Last Jedi. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Your pal Joe says, apparently I have to get Jedi Survivor. Yeah, you do. You definitely do. Jedi Survivor is an amazing story. Amazing story. And, I mean, just as a video game, it's spectacular and looks amazing. It's on the new consoles, so it looks amazing. Did we get more likes? I see we lost viewers, but did we get more likes? That's all that matters. Just kidding. Love you guys. Okay. Anthony says, Mike, I think it's a real problem going forward is regarding of how one feels about the sequel trilogy. The live action movies following it are going to have to pick a side, so to speak. Yeah, so the sequel trilogy, moving past the sequel trilogy, is going to be a big, big problem. You have to deal with those characters, Finn, Rey, Poe. That's why I think it would be best for them to not make the Rey movie, first of all, but go way past the sequel trilogy and talk about these characters after they've all already died and have their legacy be felt on the galaxy, but not have to explore those characters more. It gives you two options. One, you can go back and do that later, like they did with the original characters, or you don't have to ever touch those characters with a 10-foot pole, and you'll get more of an audience back. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, but the Rey movie is not the answer. Charmin Obed-Chinoy's directed Rey movie is a bad idea. And if you guys don't know why, Charmin Obed-Chinoy has only directed one thing ever, and it's the Ms. Marvel show, and she has zero experience with Star Wars, doesn't even know what Star Wars is. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Finn says, The Rise of Skywalker is the only Star Wars movie that I physically cannot sit through. I hate it. Wow. That's crazy. The Rise of Skywalker has kind of grown on me more and more just because I love Palpatine. And even though his coming back makes no sense as of right now, he's still awesome. And when he does the Force Lightning to all those ships in the air, I know it's overpowered. I know it's crazy, but it's so damn cool. Exegol is cool. I can't get over it. It's cool, okay? I know I know I shouldn't want to, but I like it. I don't like the movie as a whole. The dagger makes no sense. The whole like side office in Palpatine's throne room makes no sense. The fact that the Death Star is not just dust makes no sense. There's a lot of plot holes in that movie, but I do enjoy it more than I think I enjoy watching The Last Jedi. I think. I don't even know. I just think. Anthony says, I haven't watched it again since seeing it in the theaters since 2019. Rise of Skywalker? Really, Anthony? That's crazy. Austin says, if I get the PlayStation 5, I'll get Jedi Survivor. Guys, I don't think you understand. When we get enough members, let's say 100 members, right? I'll be doing giveaways for lightsabers. When Jedi Outlaws comes out, my goal is to be, when Jedi Outlaws comes out, we're going to be doing giveaways for not only PlayStation 5s, but also Xboxes. If you guys play Xbox instead, I use Xbox instead of PlayStation. But we're going to be doing giveaways for PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X's and S's, and all that crazy stuff. Like, that's where we're at with the channel. We finally reached the mark where we can do giveaways, and we're going to do insane amounts of giveaways. Obviously, we got to get more members to do those, but by the time we hit like 100 members or something along those lines, that is when we can do giveaways, crazy giveaways, like lightsabers, like real heavy-duty, cool lightsabers, like replica lightsabers like this one. Or giveaways as in like a Xbox or a PlayStation or the new video game. Give out Star Wars Outlaws, because I'm guessing it's going to be like $80, $70, like the usual price of a game is. Like, that's where we're at with the channel. We're growing at such a rapid pace where I can't wait to be able to... You guys are giving me the opportunity to give back to you. That's the thing. You guys are the community. I've just brought you a platform to join the community. You guys are the ones that follow. You guys are the ones that like the videos. You guys are the ones that comment on the videos. You guys are the ones that subscribe to the channel, become members, do all those crazy cool stuff that allow me to sit here and give away a freaking Star Wars shirt and a pop figure. In the future, give away lightsabers. Like, that's the coolest thing ever, in my opinion. So thank you guys for being awesome. But yeah. I can't thank you guys enough. And that's why when your pal Joe became the first member last stream, I had no words. Literally none. And maybe someday, if I ever want to change my background, I'll just start selling my background. Who wants the C-3PO head? Not selling, but giving away. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with the channel. And it's a fun time right now. We zoomed right past 2,000 subscribers, like zoomed past it. I was like, oh my God, we're almost at 2,000. We're probably going to hit it before the Ahsoka show. And then we went to 220. And I was like, hold up. Did we just pass 2,000? Like, it's crazy. You guys are the absolute best. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are amazing. And let's keep the love and support going. But let's keep this stream going. Where was I? I got a little off track there. Dominic says, there are a lot of sequel fans, is why the movies made so much money. That's true. Yeah. Sometimes we forget that what is terrible to us is amazing to others. That's very true, Dominic. That's very true. Some people probably don't even like the prequel trilogy. Some people probably don't even like the original trilogy. Some people probably don't even like Ahsoka as a character. But enough do that the Ahsoka show is going to be a big, huge hit. Anthony says, hello. Can we please get a multimedia juggernaut campaign for Star Wars Visions The Ninth Jedi? I guess. That was in season 1, no? That was like years ago, Anthony. I think it's a little too late for that. I've come to a predicament. I've run out of water in this giant-ass cup. I don't know how. We're at 2 hours. But I'm expecting this to be a lot longer of a stream. So don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to be here for a little bit longer. Austin says, yes, KK's so dumb she hires people who don't even know about Star Wars. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. KK's got to go. Star Wars Visions was so great. Yeah, Star Wars Visions is great. Season 2 was great. The first couple episodes were amazing. But season 1, I still think just holds a different spot in my own head just because of the first episode. What is it called? Ronin. The Ronin episode. Yeah. Finn says, Palpatine during episode 9 for... Palpatine returning for episode 9 in a way to cheaply get ticket sales. Just completely undoes Anakin's redemption, and it means basically nothing. That's very true. I agree. It completely destroys Anakin's the Chosen One arc, and I mean the whole sequel trilogy does technically, but yeah, it really does. And I hope Dave Filoni has a plan to correct that, but I don't know. We'll see, because Rosario Dawson calls Anakin the Chosen One in one of the latest trailers. Dave Filoni calls Anakin the greatest Jedi of all time and the Chosen One. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Where was I? Dominic says, hopefully Project Necromancer fixes the Palpatine coming back problem. I agree. I think they're already in the works of trying to fix these problems. Project Necromancer getting name dropped in Mando Season 3 is a big step. The Force-sensitive Moff Gideon's was a big step. We'll see. We'll see. Swagger Like Us says, Swagger, what is up? Swagger says, Disney won't sell Star Wars. Yeah, no, they won't. For those that don't know, Star Wars has grossed $65 billion in media sales. Only Pokemon, Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh, and Hello Kitty have done that. That's actually a crazy list right there when you think about it. It's Star Wars, this entire galaxy of endless characters, and then you have Pokemon, which is another universe of its own crazy characters, and then it's one character, Mickey Mouse, one character, Winnie the Pooh, one character, Hello Kitty. Like, it's kind of crazy when you think about those three and what they've done. It's wild. Anthony says, that's truly the worst crime of the sequel trilogy. It basically negates the meaningful accomplishments of the original trilogy, Star Wars Rebels and Rogue One. That's true. It completely ruins Anakin's arc. That is the biggest problem. Yeah. Your pal Joe says, let's go. I can't wait for this channel to grow. Me too. Me too. It's going to be a fun-ass ride. Well, it's been a fun-ass ride so far. It's very fun. I mean, we got 12 people watching right now. If I had 12 people watching me, like, 6 months ago, I would have lost my shit. And that's kind of crazy. Like, you guys are the best. Well, now it's 11. Thanks for leaving. Jeez. Honey Badger says, man, I wish I wasn't injured. I'd have money to be a member. Gonna need a better month on Twitch and hopefully be able to become a member in September. not a rapper. What? Did that rhyme? Oh, member in September. I get you. Yeah, I get you. Well, Badger, if you can scrounge up $4.99 by this time next week, you can join the giveaway and, of course, get a chance to win that. And, of course, yeah, the best Twitch streamer in the world is in our chat right now, and that is Honey Badger. So go, if you watch Twitch, go check him out. Finn says, at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to their own opinions. We don't have to agree with it, but we can at least respect it. And my opinion is you should become a member right now. Why not? Respect it. Just kidding. But yeah, no, I completely agree. Everybody has their own opinion. You have to respect it. And that's that. Whenever people come onto my channel and are like, you suck, I'm like, maybe I do. What's it to you, buddy? Huh? Yeah. Anthony says, sorry. That one made me laugh. Sometimes I say stuff that I'm like, should I have said that? Like, if you guys were here like 6 months ago, I was a lot more careful about what I said on live streams. Now I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care at all. Well, I mean, I care. Of course, I care. But yeah. Yeah. Anthony says, I have a strong feeling that the Project Necromancer is Dave and John's way of alluding to the return of Palpatine. Hopefully, John and Dave can avoid addressing it too much. I think they're going to do either one of two things. One, they're going to do what you just said. They're going to mention that and not talk about it at all. Or they're going to straight up just tell us, this is what's happening. This is how Palpatine came back, and explain it in extreme detail so that it makes sense. It's one of two things, and there's no in between. Austin says, gotta go. May the force be with you. See you later, Austin. Have a great rest of your evening. I was going to say life, but you'll be back here on Thursday, I'm sure. Anthony says, however, I would respect George Lucas and Dave Filoni's opinion about Star Wars storytelling over pretty much everyone else. They've been doing it longest. They've been the longest architects of the Star Wars universe. That's true. You see this happen a lot where Dave Filoni retcons some stuff. He retconned a piece of Kanan's story in The Bad Batch, I think. Yeah, in The Bad Batch. He retconned Ahsoka's story in Tales of the Jedi. Like, he retcons a few little things. Oh, he retconned Yoda's lightsaber being destroyed in comics in the Book of Boba Fett. He retcons a little bit of small things because it makes it cooler if he retcons those things. So he don't give a fuck about nothing. And that's a good thing. We want him to be in control of everything because he's Dave the GOAT, you know? Honey Badger says, if Dave can make Anakin the new father of the Force, then the Chosen One prophecy will still be true. He did bring balance, and he did fulfill that by taking the place of the father. And Ahsoka could end up being the daughter. I agree. I think if he does become the father of the Force, that would make a lot more sense. Getting the Mortis arc in live action too would be awesome. I agree. Finn says, always a great time every stream talking about Star Wars with all you guys. Hey, of course, Finn. That's why we're here. That's why this community was made a thing. I started streaming about 8 months ago, and nobody was watching me. I think maybe Star Wars Politics came in like the first couple of months, and he was the only one watching me, the only one talking in the chat. So I just talked to myself for a long time, and now I can barely keep up with your guys' chats, and it's the greatest problem in the world to ever have, and I love it every single time we stream. Anthony says, well, if it ends up with Rey having to consult and worship at the altar of the Chosen One while meditating and training other Jedi, I guess I could live with it. Yeah, imagine, like, Rey starts making statues and shrines of Anakin Skywalker. That would be hilarious. Honey Badger says, much love, Mike. I am a people who love Star Wars, just a free one. There you go. Yeah. Swagger Like Us says, I've always felt Ahsoka will eventually become the daughter in the Force. Yeah, well, I mean, she kind of already is. She's got, what's the owl's name? We were just talking about this last stream. The owl's name is, it's on the tip of my tongue, I can't think. The owl that was, of course, with the daughter of the Force, after she died, started following around Ahsoka. And she's kind of just become the living embodiment of the light side of the Force. What the hell's that freaking owl's name? Somebody help me out. It's killing me. I know it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. What the hell is it? I'm not doing anything until somebody tells me. Your pal Joe, thank you. Morai. Yes, Morai. Yeah. Thank you. Of course, the founding member knows it himself. Think about it. And your pal Joe will actually agree with me when I say this. When you become a member, you become smarter. You become cooler. You become funnier. You might even grow a few inches or shrink if you want to shrink. You might miraculously lose that extra 5 pounds you've been trying to lose. You might just end up finding a bag of money on the ground. You might not find those things, or those things might not happen to you, but it is a possibility. Yeah. Yeah. Where was I? Dominic says, I agree. The Mandoverse is a bridge to help fix the problems of the sequel trilogy. It is, but it's also a way to get these cool stories as well. Yeah. Finn says, no, Anthony, Rey needs to stay away from the Skywalker name. That's true too. She's not Rey Skywalker. She never will be Rey Skywalker. That is the biggest problem with Rise of Skywalker. I just told you all those problems with Rise of Skywalker. The biggest one is Rey Skywalker, for sure. Her and her sister have a clear connection in the Force, so I see her taking her place. Oh, her and the sister. The daughter, you mean? Yeah. Taking her place when it's all said and done. Anakin is the father because of the balance between the Force. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Dominic says, Anakin is the chosen one. No ifs, ands, or buts. He killed the Sith and that is the truth. Yes, he fell to the dark side, but the prophecy never once said that the chosen one must be a Jedi. Yeah, he still fulfilled the prophecy. Like, the prophecy of the chosen one was still fulfilled. However, the sequel trilogy kind of negates all that. Dominic says, Anakin, being the chosen one, was confirmed by the Father. We must remember that prophecy or never really go the way we think. What? So yeah, the Father does confirm that he's the chosen one, and he actually asks him to take his place in that arc, and he doesn't take his place because he's not ready and he's not supposed to at that moment, but maybe he does after he dies. That's the thing. Rey, not Skywalker. There you go. That's good. Your pal Joe says, you develop a natural ability to remember to watch your live streams. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you get an instinct. Oh, is it 6 p.m. on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday? Oh, Mike might be live right now. Let's go check it out. Yeah. He is the balance between the Force. He is the chosen one. Yes, it's true. All right, let's end this poll. Let's see where this poll ended. Are you ready? Was the poll. No context at all. Just are you ready? 94% of you said yes, and 5% said no. Again, that doesn't add up to 100. What the hell is wrong with these polls? This is not adding up to 100, but okay, whatever. Finn says, I would prefer Stinky Skywalker than Rey Skywalker. Me too. Yeah, me too. Me too. Honey Badger says, Rey Palpatine, she used Force lightning. Let's never forget that. She is no Jedi, no Skywalker at all. I agree. I'd prefer Jar Jar Skywalker over Rey Skywalker. I would prefer almost every character in Star Wars Skywalker, like Watto, Jabba, Stinky, of course, Jar Jar, any of them, you know? Stinky's the real MVP of Star Wars. I agree, Finn. I completely agree. 1000% agree. I agree, and I really have to pee. So I am going to get out of here. This is probably one of our longest streams in a long, long time, at least since probably Jedi Survivor streams, which were like 5 hours. But this is 2 hours and 15 minutes almost. Crazy, crazy. You guys are the absolute best. Don't forget to become a member, of course. Smash a like on this video. You'll automatically be brought into this giveaway of this awesome t-shirt and this awesome Funko Pop. You have until Tuesday to gather up $4.99 to become a member, support the channel, and of course get access to awesome, cool giveaways. Smash a like on this video, hit subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Still waiting on that first ever super chat. No pressure at all, but it would be cool. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you for sticking around. Of course, live watch parties next week on Wednesday. Live stream on Thursday, live stream on Saturday. I'm working on a video right now about Dave Filoni getting a trilogy. Dave Filoni getting an entire trilogy. Working on that video right now. Hopefully it'll come out tomorrow. Are you guys liking the 12 p.m., like the noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I should say? The 12 p.m. releases for the videos? Are you guys liking the 12 p.m. ones? I feel like 12 p.m. is when it does the best. Statistically, at least. Maybe 1 p.m. What are you guys thinking for when is the best time to do those releases for the premieres for the videos? When do you guys think is the best? Yes, the noon drops are great. I agree, because honestly, in the analytics, it says that that's like kind of the best time because the most people are active and stuff like that. Ahsoka watch parties, yes, there will be Ahsoka watch parties. Trying to super chat for the live stream for the Ahsoka watch party. All right, wait, what? Swagger, you're confusing me. Mike, I see a cool comment that might be Plo Koon flashback in Ahsoka. What? That would be insane. Plo Koon? I mean, we know Dave loves Plo Koon. That would be freaking wild. That would be insane. Finn says, see you next time. See you on Thursday, Finn. Your pal Joe says, everyone let me take the first one, lol. Well, your pal Joe, even if one other person becomes the member, you have a 50-50 chance of winning one or the other, you know? It would kind of be funny if you didn't win either and you were the first ever member, but, you know. I was like, do you think I should do a giveaway even though I only have one member? I was like, well, Joe is a member. He literally committed to becoming a member. Of course, I'm going to still do a giveaway. I said I was going to do a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway even if it's just you, Joe. Yeah. Honey Badger says, great stream as always. Thank you. And yes, the noon drops are great. All right. I'll keep with those, I think. Finn says, hope you all have a great day and evening. Make sure you love yourselves. You too, Finn. Great stream. Your pal Joe says, my analytics tell me even if your drop came out hours before, so it doesn't matter. Even if your drop came out hours before. Even if your drop comes out. Oh, I get you. Yeah. George would flip. He told Dave no more Plo. Oh, yeah. George would flip. He said no more Plo. Yeah, no more Plo Koon. Plo Koon's the best, though. Give me more Plo Koon. All right. I'm getting out of here. You guys are the absolute best. Much love to all of you all. And may the Force be with you. Always. Why is this the hardest button to ever find in the entire world? Oh, got it. What a great stream. What a great show. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for the support. Smash a gosh darn like on your way out. And, of course, become a member and all that other stuff. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your lives. And good night, everybody.